We're just going to accomplish our goals one right decision at a time. So, dawn of a new day. First morning waking up here in England. A wonderful night's sleep. Shout out to my bros, Chris and Harvey, for their warm reception and amazing hospitality as usual. And this is going to be a good day. So on a fitness thing, I just got what I'm going to be doing, and all I brought is bands, right? So I'm gonna kind of walk you guys through this with me as I stay on this trip, because I want to stay on track. And like I said, it's been really rewarding that people have been noticing weight loss, both online and in person. Some of these people that I'm seeing here in London haven't seen in a few months, and they're all noticing the changes in me. But also, it's important that I recognize the changes in myself. Like, I feel fitter, I feel better, I'm wearing different clothes. It's just a whole different vibe this time here in England. I'm excited about it. Like, I'm super pumped and ready to do what it does, but I'm also going to stay on track. I had a really good day of eating yesterday, even though it was a crazy travel day. We had a really nice, long walk. Like, this journey, it's a marathon, guys. It's not a sprint. And I think sometimes we set ourselves up for failure by just jumping in and try to run a marathon on day one. But if you are not a runner, if you're not a marathoner, and someone tasks you with the job of preparing for a marathon, you don't immediately go out and run almost 30 miles. Like, it's not what you do. You have to build up to it. One decision at a time that leads to the accomplishment of goals. Like, that's what this is all about. So this is going to be a fun day. I'm really excited. I'm glad you're going to see it with me. So let's go. Let's go have a great day. So this was my first full day in London, and it was a wonderful, wonderful day teaching at the Brief Summer School, and I'm looking forward to a great week teaching at the Brief Summer School. But before I even get into that, something really cool happened. So many people that are attending kept commenting on, I look like I'm losing weight, you look like you're losing weight, pulling me aside and asking what I'm doing. There's even a guy who, so we've used this same venue for the past 4 years, and there's even a guy at the venue who, obviously I only see him once a year. First thing he said when he saw me, he said, "Whoa, you've lost weight." And it really caught me off guard, because I actually don't notice it as a kind of significant weight loss. Like, I know I'm losing weight because I step on the scale, and you guys have seen it, but I don't feel like this significant drop. But one of the things that people keep asking me is, like, what have you cut out? And I always have the same thought when people ask me that, because I think we have to change the way we view what we cut out. Like, people, they expect me to say things like fried chicken and candy, ice cream, sugar, things like that. But the truth is, that's not the way I think about what I cut out. What I cut out was snoring, hurt knees. What I cut out was a tingling sensation in my hands and feet. What I cut out was not enjoying what I see when I look in a mirror. Like, that's what I cut out. In this journey, I honestly, genuinely spend more time thinking about what I've gained. And the only way I think about what I've cut out in terms of a problem. And I think one of the reasons that people fail so much on fitness journeys is because they focus so much on the pleasant things that they have to cut out instead of the negative things that they have to cut out. And the truth is, I haven't really cut out anything. I control portions. But there's a guy here who's a good friend of mine from New Zealand, a guy named Alan, and he brought as a gift, and he claims he bought them before he knew about the Elliott Connie project, but I'm not so sure. Now, I really, really adore Alan, and he brought as a gift chocolate and peanut butter. So to say I cut out this candy called Whitaker's would mean I didn't eat it, but that's not true. What I had was one little piece, and then I shared it with everybody else. So I really haven't cut out anything. I'm being smarter with portions. I'm being more disciplined with when I eat, how fast I eat and all those sorts of things. But when you think about, anytime you think about a lengthy journey, you make the journey longer, right? Like, have you guys ever been on a walk or running somewhere and you think you've run, 10 miles, or you think you've walked 10 blocks, whatever it is, and then someone says you have 1,000 more miles to go? It makes the journey harder. So if all you focus on is on the pleasant things that you have to give up, you're just making the journey harder for yourself. One of the ways that I have gained momentum through this process is I have only focused on the positive things that I now have in my life. And I view those as gains. So it's not so much about what am I losing, it's what am I gaining. And when I do think about what I'm losing, I only think about that in terms of problem, because those are things I want to lose. And it helps me stay, it helps momentum build, and it taps into my drive. So anyway, I'm going to go to sleep because the first day in a new country is always kind of exhausting, and I'm a little bit tired. I'm going to go to bed and wake up and kill day 2. But until then, fist bump.